Welcome back to the Morning Blend, where it is a Faye's Fashion Friday. Today, a very special anniversary, a huge donation, and the answer to this burning question: what is the one thing that never goes out of style? Here with the answer is Faye Wetzel. She's the owner of two women's boutiques, one in Mequon, the other in Brookfield. She's also the director of the Women's Club of Wisconsin Foundation. Also joining her, we have Joe Kaltenberg with the MKE Project and Alderman Michael Murphy. We never have politicians on the show. Honestly, I think this is the first time we've ever had a politician on the show.
This is a special dispensation
this
because
is
it's the most fashionable thing ever.
That's probably why you have high ratings.
Right? Exactly. Today, especially. Let's talk. The one thing that never goes out of style is...
really easy, giving back.
I like that.
Right?
I like that answer. Never goes out of style. Explain a little bit your connection to this project.
And it's a little bit convoluted, so I'll go really fast.
Okay.
I hope Pam
All
can
right,
keep
closed
up.
captioner.
Yeah, all right, good. So the other hat that I like to wear when I'm not wearing Founder of Faye's is as the director of the Women's Club of Wisconsin Foundation, okay? And so the Women's Club of Wisconsin is 140 years old this year.
Wow.
Oldest women's club in the country, oldest private club in the city. And so in honor of that, the Women's Club Foundation donated $100,000 to the MKE Plays Project, which looks to rehab deteriorating playgrounds in at-risk neighborhoods in the city.
I love
How fashionable is that?
That is super fashionable.
That's incredible.
I love this concept. How does MKE Plays, what is this initiative? Faye mentioned that it's transforming deteriorated playgrounds.
Well, the city of Milwaukee has approximately 60 playgrounds we control, and over the years, many of them have fallen in disrepair. And I made it a goal and mission that I grew up on these playgrounds, and I wanted to see these playgrounds have the same opportunities to children in the community that I grew up with, and they shouldn't be determined by their zip code. So my goal was to transform these playgrounds, collaboratively working with the private and public sector, working with neighborhood residents to make these public places very special. And we are so grateful for the Women's Fund because it's an incredible donation. We've been able in the last 10 months to raise $1.4 million.
Unbelievable.
And with the public contribution, it's now over $2.5 million. And we are going to be completing 2 playgrounds this weekend. One of them is the Dorothy Entris Playground, and the other is the Marcus DeBack Playground this weekend.
And I wanted to talk about him specifically in a second, why it's named after him. But playing is really important, right, Joe?
Yeah, absolutely. My background was in physical education. And so when I had the opportunity to be a part of the MKE Plays project, I jumped at it. I was frustrated with the way that a lot of people viewed physical activity in general and the lack of priority that we placed on it. So this was a great inspiration to me, and I'm really happy to be a part of it and promote the value of play.
That's so neat. Personally, you mentioned growing up on the playground, so you really have a connection to this project.
Well, I do. And, you know, people forget, you learn so much on those playgrounds, social interaction. I think kids have lost a little bit with all the electronic devices, where you have interaction, picking your own teams, making friends, you know, dealing with conflict. And this playground is special to me because of a number of reasons. I grew up on it, but also we had a terrible tragedy at that playground 20 years ago where a young man lost his life helping protect another child. And his mom is going to be at the dedication tomorrow, and it brings it all back around about what I want to give back. And she wanted to give back to the community. Her son did. And of course, the Women's Fund has also given back tremendously.
He was 9 years old at the time, right? Marcus DeBack is the boy that you're talking about. It was the playground that's at 55th and Wright Street playground. He was killed by a stray bullet.
He was. And it was a shocking and unfortunately a terrible tragedy, and we've seen too many of those occasions. But we want to change that dynamic, that paradigm. We want these playgrounds to be places where people feel safe and secure. We've had no incidents at that playground in the last 20 years, and now we're reinvigorating it and making it a really special place.
And initially there was there was opposition to having a basketball court or having courts at the park, right? But it was actually Marcus's mother who spoke up and said, no, I think this should be a part of it.
Yeah, it was very emotional. We had a neighborhood meeting where some residents were concerned about keeping and maintaining the courts. But Marcus's mom stood up, Lisa, and said, listen, my son would not want to see these courts taken down because this is what he came here to enjoy every day and great value. And the neighborhood residents listened to Lisa very hard and said, you know what, you're right. This is too special, and we need to provide good opportunities for other children in this neighborhood so they can have opportunities to play. And they said, we'll support the basketball courts.
It's wonderful. The other project is at Enderis Park, and that's set to open Sunday, right, at 2:30. That's another part of this project where you're rehabbing it, right?
Yeah, it is, and it's another very special place because of the intersection of the Women's Fund, which is the oldest professional women's organization in the country and the oldest private club in Wisconsin. And their mission was obviously to look at a number of important issues. But Dorothy Entris was one of the leaders in Milwaukee and nationally on recreational programs in the 30s when women were not in that positions. And so that nice intersection of those two, I think, is a great synergy.
I wonder how kids react when they see their playground that they've seen sort of in disrepair. All of a sudden, it's like brand new playground.
Yeah, so absolutely. So the unfortunate thing is, like, since we have a short building season here in Wisconsin, this has to happen during the summer, which is when kids want to be there. So I can't tell you how many times we're on the park working on the playground reconstruction, and there's kids peering over the snow fence or asking questions and just,
when are you going to be done?
When's it going to be done? And as soon as we remove those fences, these parks just fill up again, so it's a really great thing to see.
So we took the fences on yesterday, and we had 50 kids climbing around the
Did you really?
Yeah.
I think that is great. Take the fences down, get it open. It's awesome. It's so great to have you guys here. So you got a couple of exciting events to sort of celebrate this wonderful project for you to be a part of, Faye, and the Women's Foundation too. So starting with the Marcus DeBack Playground, that opening celebration's happening today. All right, kids, you get a day off of school. You can go hang out at the park. That's at 11 o'clock, and that playground, the Marcus DeBack Playground, is located on North 55th Street. Of course, kids.
That's
tomorrow, Saturday.
Right.
Yes, tomorrow, Saturday. So I'm sure kids in that neighborhood don't need to be told where it is. They don't need an address, but that's happening tomorrow, Saturday at 11 a.m. And then the other park, Indaris Nature Playground, is opening. Their celebration is Sunday at 2:30. This Sunday, that's on North 72nd Street in Milwaukee, and people can find out more by visiting.
You're going to see a lot of women's club members on Sunday at the Enderus Park
That is
celebration.
fantastic.
So I'll be there with my steel-toe boots on.
Perfect.
How fashionable is
She's
that?
going to be swinging. That's fashionable. And you can check out more on Faye's website. It's fays123.com, and she has stores in Mequon as well as Brookfield. Great to see you guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us on the show.
Appreciate it.